Andrea, what's up? Chris. John, good evening. I see this. No video yet? Here we go. Okay. I don't know what is up with that. Here I am. That was really weird. All good now. What's up, Dean? Nick? Okay, let's get into it. So, I was talking to Adam Neely today for a while. And we're talking about this Universal Music fire. And I told him that he said he'd seen the video, and I told him when the video came out that, I'll turn up my audio here, there we go, that I got about 5,000 views the first day. And Adam has not done a video on the topic. I think he wants to do a video. He wants to wait and see what lawsuits come out of it and see what else develops. So, but we talked a lot about it, and there was a post that Susan, the head of YouTube, put out. I mentioned this, I think, the other day, but it was on her Twitter, and it said, and I will quote. I'll quote because I'll read her tweet. Let me see if I can find this here. It says, excited to partner with UMG to remaster some of the most iconic music videos of all time on YouTube. And this was then she had a link to a New York Times article that said that glitchy music video on YouTube, it's getting an upgrade. Okay, so so the day after I put out my video that they did not push at all, it's since gotten 100,000 views, but it should have gotten way more than that. It comes out that YouTube is partnering with UMG and what partnering means is that there's revenue sharing, or they're paying them to put them on the trending page, whatever they're trying to do here. UMG is, okay? So it behooves UMG, obviously, to not have a video like mine with 1 million views that where I basically read all the stuff that's been destroyed. Maurizio, what's up? So, my video was no question they throttled it back. Squeeze as much, IBJI just said, squeeze as much revenue out of the material before the lawsuit hits and lose their rights, or whatever's going to happen. So who sent this to me? Somebody sent me that link on Law 360 today. Ascertain 20 did. Did you send that to me? Where so what's going on now is that some you get an HD video of Fell on Black Days with a master tape. Like, what are they remastering? Someone at YouTube would talk if they're asked to suppress video content. No, that's just putting the algorithm. Okay. Yes. So I saw that on Twitter. So groups are banding together to cut down on the cost, on the legal fees, right? Because the lawyers are going to take 50% of the lawsuit. So they're suing. So it was Soundgarden, Tupac, Hole, and some other group, I think it was. we're suing them for $150 million. Okay, now if every, imagine all the people that imagine if all the people that were named, just that I read on that list, the estates of all those people sued Universal, and there's plenty of lawyers to go around to go do this. I mean, YouTube is going to probably throttle this video back. It doesn't really matter here. But it was odd that there are no videos like we were talking about the other night with that had really done well. And I heard that H3H3 came out and was doing a talk on this, but it was part of their podcast. Does anybody know anything about that, or anybody hear about that? Yeah, imagine all the people, Andrea. That's exactly right. So I've looked into the library video platform. I don't know what that is. Not heard anything about their podcast. I haven't either, but apparently they're addressing some UMG. They're addressing UMG copyright demonetization. So I'm curious to see what it is. Do I think the artist will put in their contract that they will hold the masters now? Well, now everything is digital. So there are no physical masters anymore. Everybody makes a copy of their own record nowadays. It's just on a hard drive. Can I interview Tim Pierce? Kaz, not only have I interviewed Tim, I was on a video on Tim's channel last week. What can I interview Tim? I've interviewed Tim. Get with it. So, people have their records in the clouds. There's many, many backups of many backups of records nowadays. I always would keep 2 backups here, and I'd send a backup to the label when I was doing it. And all you have to do is send a hard drive. They honestly didn't. Oh my God! Can I interview Steve Vai, please? Is this for real or what? How did you guys get to this channel? I interviewed Steve Vai 2 years ago. Oh, brother. Seriously, Joe, would you tell him, please? Who are these people? Steve Vai was like the first one I did. Law 360, that was where the thing was, where they actually have the docs from it. Get with the program, guys. Can I interview Aunt Penny? I've interviewed her, Frank. You know that. Oh, man. But I was the first one. Didn't people used to copy their multi-track tapes? Subi, so this is a good question. And I think I need to make this a little bit even clearer. Okay, so there are there are 2 different things here. So you record, let's say, on a 24 track. Let's take Soundgarden lost their record. Okay, so Soundgarden finishes Super Unknown, and they send it to Brendan O'Brien to mix. So it got sent here. It actually really got sent here to Atlanta. Michael Beinhorn was the producer. He sent it here to Atlanta, to Southern Track Studios, all the 24 tracks. How do I know that? Because they were in the tape room at Southern Tracks. I saw them. I saw Super Unknown record. There were probably 14 boxes of Soundgarden, 24 track, or maybe it was 48 track. I think it was 24 track. 24 track Super Unknown. The actual tracks that Brendan mixed from. So then Brendan mixes it through the SSL, and he goes to his 2-inch machine and to a DAT. That's what they used to do at the time. Okay, so the 2-inch machine is the one that would go to the mastering engineers. So they would take that 2-inch tape and they send it to the mastering people. Well, the mastering people then would transfer that 2-inch tape. They would create a digital master from it. They would EQ it, compress it, do all this stuff. But typically back in the 90s, they would actually just make a digital master out of this. Now, some of these records came out on vinyl, but very few. And they would cut a vinyl. They use it for special release. But pretty much anything in the 90s like that came out. Hold on one second. Hold on. I was just talking about you. Tim Pierce just texted me. Somebody just asked me if I could interview you. Somebody just asked me if I can interview you. And I said, I've already done it. I'm literally texting Tim Pierce right there. Okay. So, Brendan used Bob Ludwig, I think, to master the record. You can look that up for Super Unknown. So Bob Ludwig would get sent the 24-track tapes. Now, there would be a safety on a DAT typically. Okay? Now, the question is, who has the DAT? Now, the DAT is not the master tape. Well, it is the master tape. It's just a digital version of it, right? But the one that Brendan's listening back to is the and the one he's sending to the mastering studio is the 2-inch tape, the half-inch tape. Those are the things that got melted. So Bob Ludwig would make a master of that, which he would have kept. The actual mastered version of the record they would have kept. But it's all digital. That's not the actual mix. What got destroyed is the actual mix. So, DAT is the 2-track stereo, not the multi-track. Correct, Joe. Dad ain't right. Dad sucks. That's right. So anything that is remastered by UMG that got destroyed in the fire. So I'm sure that UMG paid YouTube and they're giving a facelift to all these YouTube videos that have been out forever. And they're saying that they're remasters, but they're not. They're actually mastering from already mastered versions. Okay, because you can't take an unmastered version unless you have the original mixdown tapes, right? That's the problem. Okay, enough with the DAT jokes. Do I think the basics were stored with them? I would think that the 24 tracks, the multi-tracks, Southern Tracks went out of business. Anybody that says dad again, I'm going to ban hammer. So there we go. How's that? So it can never be remastered, actually. That's the problem. Okay, so that's the deal. I mean, so anything that they're putting out there is just baloney. It's just not true. What Joe do? Say page 30 of UMG conduct code of conduct. Joe, you're awesome, man. Look at that. Based on trust, transparency, and accountability. Wow. So anything that you hear, so let's say I open Spotify right now, okay? I'm going to go to Spotify and I'm going to look up, since Soundgarden was one of the things on there, and I'm going to type in Soundgarden. I'm going to see what it says. Soundgarden artist, okay? So Soundgarden comes up. So let's say we take Super Unknown, right? Okay, so here we go. Super Unknown 20th anniversary. What does that mean? I don't know if there's any info or anything. Show credits. Let's take a look at this. You know how a lot of times that you're why is this spinning right now? This is spinning. Is it spinning for you guys? Stream died. I didn't quit. I swear. What is going on here? Okay, we're back now. I'm wondering if they're throttling my thing here because of this. Video output low. Come on. This is ridiculous. Okay, JP says, yes, John Clark, they are recreations. They don't come from the masters. Therefore, they cannot be remasters. They are attempted recreations from the masters. So that's the problem right now. So the as a consumer, if you're getting sold this, why does it say video buffering is low here? My God, you got to be kidding me. They can tell what I'm talking about right now. They know what I'm talking about. Like, why does this happen when I talk about UMG? Okay, now it's back to good stream health. So anything that says remastered, it's you can't legally call it a remaster. Paul that's right. That's right. Tim, your feed's perfect on your iPhone. Tim's here, everybody. So that's the thing. When you look at and excuse me, labels will put these remastered things on there to make you to extend the copyright. That's what I believe. And they take already mastered versions and make them louder. And they call it a remaster. But there is no master. If the masters don't exist, they are not remastering it. So it's ill. So they're cheating the public, really. That's the problem there. Yeah, we need another term for UMG to keep the stream alive. How come the only time that my stream gets weird is when I talk about something like that? I mentioned YouTube and UMG together, and all of a sudden my stream goes in the red. They are remastering a master. Yes, if there is nothing to master. So anyway, so there you go. There you go. The fire made it clear, right? The fire made it so that there is no masters anymore to master from. So any of these remasters, Tim, you're the best. UMG versus Rick lawsuit. There we go. you know, I'm curious to see what's going to happen here. I think that there's no way they're going to settle out of court for this. And there's no reason that I don't know why YouTube is in bed with UMG other than the fact that that I don't know why they're in bed with YouTube. I just don't get that, honestly. Other than they're paying YouTube for spaces on the trending page, whatever. You know, I was talking with Marty yesterday about this, that, yeah, you guys should all subscribe to Tim's channel. Who's not subscribed to Tim Pierce's channel? If you're not subscribed to Tim's channel, you should go there and subscribe right now. Tim Pierce, subscribe right this minute. Open up another tab and subscribe to his channel. Let's see. The fire was a known thing in 2011. The CEO flat out lied. Billboard article had the story. False assurances, nothing was lost. They should be sued. Rick, I've heard bands like Squeeze, Yellow have re-recorded some of the most popular songs with the same arrangements so the bands can keep the money, don't own their rights. Okay, so Tim and I went out to dinner with a producer friend of Tim's, who's a very, very well-known producer. I won't mention him, but he was talking about re-records, that this is a big thing. Re-records are where I didn't know about these, that this is very common. They do these so they can get out of the of having to pay, you know, if they're using it in a movie, anything like that, where they do a sound-alike version. It's not the actual one, but it's probably close enough. And they try to make the thing sound exactly the same because they can't use the same sound recording. And they usually play along. He was telling us, is the channel Tim Pierce Guitar? Yes. Yeah, I believe that's what it is. Yeah, it's what he logged in with. There you go. Tim, if you're on still, I know you're in your car, then you're getting subscribers. So yeah, that sound, those copies by big bands so that they don't have to pay the labels, the sound-alikes is what they call them, is a big deal. Apparently, all bands do that because well, now they're doing it. They're not even realizing that their masters were melted. Just do another Tim interview. I was just on Tim's channel the other day. You can go watch it. We did Kid Charlemagne. Rick will send an invoice. If Super Unknown was remastered for its 20th anniversary, that would have been 2016 after masters were already lost. Correct. That's why this 20th anniversary, they rebrand it as a 20th anniversary. I assume that means it's a remaster on there. If I go to Journey Escape, that record, because I just did Journey and I'm looking at the thing here, Escape album. Let's see here if it does if it says remaster. I mean, they all say this. They all say remastered on it. So, I mean, every old freaking record says remaster on it. I'm looking here. They just make them louder, basically. That's it. Video Tim was great. There we go, Mr. Dragon. But the re-records and the loss of masters have nothing to do with each other. Some are re-records. They do those to make so the bands can make money off their songs, off their famous songs. Let's see here. If you want the most original version, if you have them on CD still, I happen to have all my old CDs. When I listen to Back in Black, I want to hear it off that. You know what? I tell you, remaster that doesn't sound that good is Frampton Comes Alive. I thought the remastering of that was really bad. Let me look at it here. Let's see here. No results found for Frampton. What? There we go. I've got low output again. My God. Frampton Comes Alive Deluxe Edition. Yeah, I know it's a lag. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what's going on with my internet. Super laggy. Huh. I do hear you guys. I can see you guys. I need to restart the stream again. Oh, my God. This is ridiculous. I just closed... let me tell Dylan to get off the internet. Hold on. No lag. Hold on. All right. Yeah, so I'm not sure this is going to get... Okay, this is working again now. There we go. So that's the deal right there. That's all I'm going to say about that. The other thing is there was an interesting video I was watching last night. I sent it to Tim, actually. And it's about a bunch of huge YouTube channels talking about YouTube and complaining about demonetization of their channels and that YouTube is pushing all this huge corporate content now. That's all on their trending page. It's been there for a long time. Jimmy Kimmel, all that kind of stuff. But, you know, and I was talking with Adam about this. You know, I've never had a viral video ever. So your thing is working perfectly. Tim, you're getting a lot of new subscribers right now. Everybody's subscribing to your channel. Everybody subscribe to Tim's channel here. Tim Pierce Guitar. Anybody that's not subscribed, I figure most of you are subscribed to Tim, but if you're not, you need to. So I was talking to Adam about the fact, and Adam couldn't believe it, that I've never had a viral video ever. Never. In almost 700 videos, I've never had a viral video. I have videos over 1 million views, but that's over a year's. But a viral video to me is a video that gets 1 million views in a week. Nothing close to that. Adam's had many of those. I mean, a lot of my friends have had those. Paul Davids has had those. You know, I mean, so many people have had those. Apple has 2.7 million, Joe, but that was over years. When it came out, it got 100,000 the first week or something like that. The Dylan ones don't count. They were on Facebook. That was all before. That was all pre-YouTube. Dylan would get 1 million. Dylan got, one of the videos got 3 million views the first day. Sheryl Crow talked about UMG and BBC. Oh, I got to see that. Is the Journey video doing well? I don't know. I've put out so many videos since the Journey video. I haven't even looked, to be honest with you. You guys told me that you promised the Journey video was going to do well. Do you guys remember when you said that? Huh? Because we're going to do a Dylan update here soon. 153K. Not bad. Yes, I've never had a viral video. Never. I mean, Adam couldn't believe that. That's not a viral video. 153,000 views in a few days is not a viral video. Okay, so Apple. Yeah, almost 2.8 million. There's a Dylan Perfect Pitch video, 1.6 million, but that was done before I started my channel. Well, actually, it was 500,000 when I started my channel, but I only got 48 subscribers from that. So so Dean, what I say constitutes a viral video is a video that gets 1 million views in a week. What is this? Who is this guy here? Randy, who is this guy here? Jesus. My God. Oh, was that actually, hold on, maybe you were just, unhide this person. Maybe you're just saying that, and you're joking. The Apple rant is not a viral video. All those views came over the course of months and months and months. Okay, then I have the guitar 1929 to 69. That's 1.5 million. That was done over a year ago, or about a year ago, and it took a year to get to 1 million. Audiophile, Audio Fooled, that's when Michelle was here. That was a year and a half ago. That's at 1.1 million. Why Adults Can't Develop Perfect Pitch, that was 2 years ago. It just hit 1 million. So 2 years to get to 1 million is not a viral video. What Makes a Virtuoso? 984,000. That's going to hit 1 million in a couple weeks. But it came out. Let's see here when it came out. Let's see if it has a date for when it was released. Let's see here. Okay, so that video over the course of this year, it came out last year. That video's got 793,000 views in the past year, over the course of a year. So if I look at it like this, I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's the graph for the Bach video, or the what is this? Is this Why Adults Can't Develop Perfect Pitch? I don't even know. What Makes a Virtuoso? Okay, What Makes a Virtuoso? These are the views over the last 365 days, okay? I'll show it to you. But you can see that there were times when there were no views. You see this right here where there's no views? That's a few months. This is 365 days. You see when it first came out, there was a bunch of views there, but those views only go up to 8,000. The highest thing on that grid is 8,000. So on the first day, it got 8,000 views. That's it. Okay, then it got way less than it. But I mean, it kept getting 4,000 views, 4,000 views, but it was consistent. The feed's getting choppy again. Oh my God. All right. I'm not sure what's up here, but so there it is. There it is. I'm back until I get an ad interruption. Iden, Vinny, and Vi jamming live. That would be pretty funny. Okay, so that's the deal right now. You know, I think one of the things is my computer's getting old, my Hackintosh. I've got to update. I have to upgrade this computer here. It's the internet's not working well on it now. OBS is not working well on it. Eventually, these things become outdated. It's been 2.5 years I've had the Hackintosh now. So, total views of my channel, 81 million. So that's 81 million with no viral videos. How's the box selling going? What makes this song great, Pantera? Hey, you guys promised me what makes this song great. Journey was going to do well. And 153,000? That's not that good. Let me see here. Is that what it is? I haven't looked, honestly. 153,000, yeah. You know, that's Metallica's at 244. Megadeth 206. Frank Gambale 211. More than Megadeth. Who knew that Megadeth was more popular than Frank Gambale was more popular than Megadeth? Mark Agnesi did not contact me. Mark Agnesi was never going to contact me. I was kind of being facetious with that, obviously. And Springsteen, what makes this song great? Springsteen is a blocker. Deb, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Wow, you're the best. New Apple monitor stands only 1,000. Signing up for the Beato Club, you can help. You know, sharing my videos helps. But I figured out why I don't have viral videos, okay? I figured out the reason. I was talking with Tim the other night about this. Brainstorming why I never have viral videos. And ready? So here it is. My biggest demographic is 25 to 34, and you'd probably, which is 30% of my subscribers. You think, well, that's great. That's young people, right? Well, somebody like Paul Davids or Adam Neely, their demographic, I guarantee you, their 18 to 24 is probably 30%. Those, there are way more people that are that age on YouTube. And they know how to hit the share button. There's a reason there's a share button on YouTube. And YouTube gets data from shares, obviously. They know what's coming from a shared video. So videos that are shared a lot are ones that hit that algorithm and they go viral. So I don't think Tim's had a viral video. Marty Schwartz has never had a viral video. And Marty's had 2 channels with over 1 million subscribers. So there you go. Everybody putting their age there. This channel is skewed actually older. I hate to say it. I'll tell you what the range of. I'll give you the analytics for this channel. I think I did it before, but I'll tell you again because it's interesting, I think. This channel